Janae's next album is probably going to go number one after this breakup. Hi, you guys. This is Rain Said That, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I did want to give my 2 cents about the whole Janae Aiko and Big Sean breakup because I feel like that this is going to be a blessing in disguise because she's finally letting go of that dead weight and getting her momentum back. So I feel like her next EP or her album that she drops will probably go number one. I just don't know what happened to her career, and I'm just going to say it, like, after that joint album with Big Sean and her putting a lot of energy into Big Sean kind of cost her career. It costed her career. And Big Sean is pretty much known for dating women, successful women in their prime. He dated Naya Rivera when she was on Glee, Ariana Grande when she was coming up, and then Janae Aiko. So I just feel like patterns don't lie. He likes to attach himself to whatever's hot, whichever woman is doing her thing, and hopefully some of her magic rub off on him so he can be able to sustain some hits. But it seems like after Janae Aiko, it looks like his magic kind of stopped being rubbed, if that makes sense. Like the magic didn't rub on him for that long. So, as much as he stopped her career, he actually stopped his own. But we'll speak on that later. Now, I hear a lot of people and I'm seeing a lot of videos being made about how, she's a baby mama now and that she's a pick me and that is all her fault. But everybody knows that Janae Aiko is a lover girl, okay? She picks love and she will sacrifice herself for love. And, you hear that all in her music. So she is very true to who she is in her nature. So I'm not going to crucify this woman for being in her nature because she's not going against herself. Now, do I think that she needs more boundaries? Yes. Do I think that, she needs to heal the part of herself that merged into another person? But I mean, I can't really say much because she's also is a Pisces and they are very susceptible of being possessed. Okay, this is why she got that tattoo of that man. Whatever energy that she receives, she carries that energy very much. So this is why she was acting the way that she acting. And I always tell, water women to be very, 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 very careful, okay? But she is highly successful for obsession and possession. Whatever that man has on him, it goes to her automatically. So I feel like self-awareness is key. I don't feel like that she should just stop dating men in general. I feel like that, a lot of people say decenter men. Yeah, you should always decenter them, but I never said to stop dating them. I never said that because there's a lot of women that is sitting at home. They're so scared to date another man because they can't handle a lot or another heartbreak. So that's pretty much fear mongering. People say, I will never date again. I'm single for life because they have been so traumatically scarred that they're scared to get back out there. You should never be scared to get back out there. Now, should you have boundaries? Should you assess the situation? Yes, but I don't think that you should be afraid because when you are afraid, that means you are in a fear-based mind. But anyways, let's get into Big Sean and his habit of, using women that is shining and successful to try to uplift and save his career, which didn't really go well because where is Big Sean now? Like, does he have another hit song on the radio? I mean, he did release some music when he was on that treadmill and he had the 6-month pregnant belly. No one's really checking for him as well. So yeah, he's moving on and forward. But as far as musically, Janae Aiko has much more of a solidified fan base to able to, make a comeback. I'm not saying that Big Sean can't rap. I mean, I think he has some good music, I guess. I mean, he's not on my playlist. He's not even on my Spotify. But, there's some people out there that really do like him. But, I just feel like There's nothing really that special about Big Sean and his rapping skills. Now, I'm not saying that Jhené Aiko is a Whitney Houston or anything like that, but she brings like a little good vibes. I'm not really sure what, Big Sean brings to me. He may do something for y'all, but he just don't do anything for me. But I do respect what he said in the interview when he was sitting down with Charlemagne. He was basically saying that, they have a lot of work to do in that relationship. So this is probably why he did not want to, get married, because the situation has already been toxic and maybe he knows that they're just going around in circles. So I'm glad that he didn't really, get married just because people were trying to pressure him. But I feel like if the relationship has already been toxic for a long time and it's just in that cycle, then it's good to, just cut your ties and cut your losses and move on. So I do agree with what he is saying. Like, marriage is not going to save a toxic relationship. It doesn't matter if you're putting, oh yeah, we're married, but y'all been toxic for the whole 10 years would be crazy. That would be insane to take a next step on a ship that's already burning on fire. So I do respect him in that sense. Like I said, I'm not going to really just be placing the blame more on him or her because I don't really know their situation. But musically, I just feel as though her career kind of dimmed a bit. She took a little bit more of an L trying to, help him in his career. That's all I'm pretty much saying. And I know that, he likes to rap and stuff like that. And he's pretty good. He has a pretty good flow and everything like that. But I don't see anything or feel anything magical when it comes to his raps and his rhymes. So I feel like that there's other avenues that he can possibly be successful in. And one of those could be acting and stuff like that, or he can just be a socialite, or he can just get him a business outside of music or something like that, because I just don't think his career was very steady in the first place. But what do you guys think of this whole Jhené Aiko and Big Sean breakup? Do you think that her next EP is going to be fire? Do you think that he will actually drop something as well musically? Or are you guys glad that, they both got a clean slate? They can start all over and build something that, it works for them. This is why he has already moved on. But I feel like that she probably will move on too. And, I'm just ready to hear it musically. But, everything, people do. And I feel like maybe her situation is definitely a teachable moment for everybody. So instead of, bashing, maybe you can see their situation and learn from it so you can try to avoid it. Or if you see these type of red flags going on in your relationship, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I heard and seen about this before. Let me move around and let me pivot.